Hi everybody in my TSTO Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so we're on to chapter 49, Revelations. Okay, so this one here is on my road to Beyond, hopefully to be Beyond before the end of the summer. Kind of getting lazy with it and kind of afraid to go into Beyond because it's a lot of work, but I'll get there. Let's see what's going on here. You've learned that Dairoyuski wasn't a dark wizard at all. He knew his creation was dangerous and he was going to destroy it. What will you do with this information? Okay. And yes, that is raccoons that I got running around. I just finished that. Okay. All these little side things are kind of annoying sometimes when you're trying to do things. Okay. Ministry all-purpose room. Just making sure I'm clicking on the right thing. I tend to do that. I'll click on random stuff. Okay. Back to him again. Welcome. Take a moment to let your eyes adjust. The archives can be a bit dark. Thank you for letting me look through the archives, Mr. Elderberry. Did you find what you were looking for? I learned that Dairoyuski had intended to use his device to help the medical community, but he realized that the device was too dangerous, so he decided to destroy it. Makes you wonder what happened and why he was captured. Oh, I could tell you all about that. It was quite the kerfuffle back in the day. What can you tell me, Mr. Elderberry? Anything you know about Ryuski's capture would be helpful. Ah, the vigor of youth. It makes these old bones long for the good old days. Let me see what I can recall about the day Ryuski was captured. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it right. Still haven't got the hang of some of these names. Oh, just looking forward to going to Beyond. I know some people don't, but I think it'll be fun. Good change of pace. So, the International Confederation of Wizards put together a task force to capture Ryuski. But it was all a miscommunication, even his death. Correct, and to avoid the embarrassment of admitting such a thing, the whole incident was covered up. That's terrible. Would you be able to trust those that are supposed to keep you safe if you knew about such a misstep? And Ryuski's device was dangerous. What if someone tried to recreate it? Even the legend doesn't say what the real device was. It says it was an immortality potion. But the public deserves to know. It's wrong to rewrite history. Ryuski's creation was meant to help medical patients process their trauma. It was meant for good. And what are your thoughts, Mr. Baby? Was covering up Ryuski's story the right thing to do? I agree with Olivia. It was a wrong thing to do. You can't just rewrite history because you made a mistake. That's how history repeats itself. Exactly. The International Confederation for Wizards should be held responsible. Perhaps you are right, as history does seem to be repeating itself since the device is being recreated. You seem to know a lot about Dairoyuski, Mr. Elderberry, more than what the archives say. Ah, yes, that's because I was part of the task force sent to capture Ryuski. Mr. Elderberry? You were part of the task force sent to capture Ryuski? I told you he was older than soda water, Grogu. But that means you were in on all this. All of this misinformation. Yes, I was, and it was the greatest mistake I ever made. It's the reason why I left my job as a hit wizard and became an unspeakable. I couldn't bear the guilt. That secret has weighed heavily on me for hundreds of years, and yet admitting it doesn't make it any lighter. But surely you have better things to do than listen to an old man wallow in his old misery. You're right. I need to talk to my dad about everything I've just learned. He needs to know that Ryaski regretted his experiments and didn't want them recreated. Then perhaps he'll give up on his plan to use mind control to force ministry officials to leave the ministry. Not likely. Okay, get this out of the way. It's always something blocking. Confront him. Oh, not him again. Honestly. Grogu, I'm pleased to see you again. So soon? Your message sounded quite serious. That's because it is. I visited the Ministry archives to learn more about Ryaski, and I think what I learned might change your perspective on R's mind control plan. Sorry if I'm a little stuffy. Allergies are taking havoc. Do. I wish it was like just a fast click. You literally could just click fast. Am I close? Oh. Not yet. Right about here. There we go. I love that you get crests for this too. Ryaski's creation was dangerous and he knew it. He was going to destroy it so it couldn't be recreated. Your plan to use it as mind control device is exactly what Ryaski was trying to prevent. All this information you learned is from the ministry, right? Yes, from the archives. I was able to read first-hand accounts in some Ryaski's own writing. Are you sure? Have you ever seen his handwriting? Well, no, but then it could very well be more lies from the ministry. I wonder if this is just a ploy to stall for more time. You still haven't given me an answer about joining R. I'm not stalling. I'm trying to gather information to make an informed decision. So, you have an answer for me then? I'm still looking for more answers. I can't make a decision until I have all the facts. Graduation is coming quickly. You know I need an answer before then. So you've said. You're far more stubborn than Jacob. I wonder if you get that from me or your mom. I'll see you soon, Grogu. Hopefully you'll have an answer by then. That amulet. It looked familiar. In fact, it looked like the one Ryaski was wearing in those portraits I saw. I need to get back to the archives and see those portraits again. Okay. Oh. I wasn't expecting to see you so soon, Mr. Baby. Why, I don't even have any tea out, or scones. I know it's because you ate the last of the blueberry scones, Herbert. I'm sorry to barge in like this, Mr. Elderberry. Nonsense! Your youthful spirit and zest for life are a welcome respite from my filing adventures. I wanted to know if you remembered anything about an amulet that Ryaski wore. Well, the man had all sorts of jewelry. We recovered at least 9 rings, 2 of which were solid jade. An amulet, though, let's see. I seem to recall something about an amulet, but my memory isn't quite what it used to be. You take a gander at that file while I research. While you're at it, tell me about your interest in amulets. Okay. Well, since the guy is literally older than sliced bread, you might know something. Come on. I'm always afraid if I click too fast, I'm going to crash my phone. Okay. And, I thought it was done. No. Almost. There we go. This is the amulet I'm talking about. Mr. Elderberry. The file says that it was stolen from the ministry. It seems to attract dark witches and wizards. Oh, I believe that was the amulet Ryaska was wearing when he died. The ministry have been trying to recover it, but it keeps slipping through their fingers like spaghetti. Earlier you said there was something troubling about this artifact. What was it? Well, like you said, it just seems to fall into the unsavory hands of evil. Even when someone with good intentions picks it up, something always led them towards the dark arts. That doesn't bode well for my dad, does it? I'm afraid not, Mr. Baby. That amulet is nothing but trouble, and it should be kept safe at the ministry. It either falls in the hands of evil witches and wizards or turns them into one. But the amulet was stolen from the ministry. What would make it safe this time? The Ministry of Magic is the safest place for the amulet. Where else could it possibly be safer? I think Gringotts is safer than the Ministry, Mr. Elderberry. No one has ever successfully stolen from Gringotts. Yet. Mark my words, if those bankers don't add that moat I specifically designed for them, then it's all over. I should be taking my leave. If the amulet does have some kind of power, then I need someone who can help with enchanted objects. And I know just the right person to talk to about enchanted artifacts. Mr. Weasley. Okay, time to go see Weasley. And here we go. I'm finding this enjoyable, though. I really like this. These are kind of getting to be fun. Where are we in all this? 4 or 5. Okay. Can't keep track of anything anymore. And while I'm at it, I'll just do that. Okay. Sorry about that. I get distracted easily. Like a dog with a squirrel. Let's go see Mr. Weasley. Hello, Grogu. I'm so glad you asked me for my help. It's not every day that a young wizard such as yourself asks about enchanted objects. Thank you for agreeing to talk to me, Mr. Weasley. I know that you work in the Misuse of Muggle Artifacts office, so you must deal with lots of bewitched items. Indeed. Why, just yesterday there was a cursed rug zipping around London. Which reminds me, how is Jacob doing? Molly's been asking after him. She's worried he's not eating enough. I sure hope his stay at the Burrow was quite safe. He's doing all right, Mr. Weasley. Jacob's been reconnecting with their dad. How wonderful. Yeah. Or perhaps not. Is something wrong with Jacob bonding with your dad, Grogu? You're right. There is something wrong, Mr. Weasley. Our dad isn't exactly the best role model. I think Jacob may be falling for his charms. I told him I thought Dad was trying to manipulate him, and Jacob didn't take it well. Families are one of the most complicated things in the world, but also one of the most rewarding. It doesn't matter if they're people you've chosen as family or if they're related by blood. Watching someone we care about a great deal about can make a mistake can be painful. That was a tongue twister. What do I do? Mr. Weasley, I don't want Jacob to make a mistake. Sometimes the best thing we can do is let someone make a mistake. Really? Really. You have to allow people the room to fail, to make mistakes, and then to grow. Thank you for the advice, Mr. Weasley. Of course, Grogu, you're a friend of the family. In fact, you may well be an honorary Weasley. Now, I believe you wanted to talk about enchanted objects? Yes, that's right. I'm more than happy to share my knowledge about enchanted objects. Do 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 do. Wish you could just basically click. As long as you had enough energy to just complete it all. Okay. Almost done. There we go. And there. Cool. You can bewitch just about anything. Unfortunately, you can't usually tell if something's bewitched right away. Usually you have to interact with the item to determine if it's bewitched, which isn't ideal with dark charms. Because the dark charm affects the target in a negative manner, right? Exactly. And some of those dark charms could completely change someone's personality. It would depend on the charm that was used, but yes, it could. You said you encountered a cursed CD that made anyone who touched it laugh uncontrollably, right? It's not a personality change, but it's a physical change. Charms are a very powerful type of spell. But remember, bewitched doesn't necessarily mean the object will negatively affect someone. And if an object has a curse on it, could it make someone do something they wouldn't normally do? It'd have to be a powerful curse, but it can definitely happen. Wonder if Ryaski's amulet is cursed. Dad would act strangely, almost like he was a different person. What was that, Grogu? Nothing, Mr. Weasley, I just had a thought. Could you tell me if there's a way to identify if an object is cursed? Are there any telltale signs? Without touching the object, I'm assuming. Sometimes you can detect dark magic attached to an object. It's a feeling you get, like chills down your spine. Is there no other way to tell? Not unless something terrible afflicts you when you touch it. Blimey, I have plenty of experience with cursed vaults, but not many with objects. Just the bludger that Gwenog Jones bewitched and the cursed CD from St. Mungo's. If you're interested in learning more about cursed objects, I can point you to the right bloke. Really? That'd be wonderful, Mr. Weasley. Not a problem, Grogu. I'll tell him to meet you in the all-purpose room. I promise he's the foremost authority on cursed objects at the Ministry. Then I can't wait to meet him. I'll go to the all-purpose room right now. Okay, let's see who we're going to meet. And all-purpose room. And here we go. They all walk so robotic. It's weird. Never get used to that. Oh, you're Callum, right? You were lurking about with Mad Eye. I wasn't lurking. Do you always insult the person sent to help you? Mr. Weasley sent you. You're the cursed object expert. More like Arthur cornered me in the magical games and sports when I was talking to Ludo Bagman. Why were you at the magical games and sports department if you're a cursed object expert? Now that would be telling. You want to know about cursed amulets, eh? Then I'm your lad. I brought some reports for us to look through. Everything on cursed amulets and their effects from the last 200 years. How'd you know I was interested in cursed amulets, Callum? Doesn't matter. I have the information you need. What exactly do you do here at the Ministry? You know all these people and you knew exactly what I needed? You'll find out soon enough. Come on then, let's look through these reports and I'll tell you about the creation of cursed objects. Okay, let's get this done with. Oh, 1 star to pass. Oh, I'm not going to go through it all. There. Takes too long. Sorry about that, but there we go. There are so many ways something can be cursed. Are you really surprised? Magic is driven by emotions. Don't they teach that at Hogwarts? Yes, but I hadn't expected to be that influential, like an item can be cursed on accident. Aye, accidental magic happens all the time. We even have an accidental magic reversal squad. But that's usually for underage magic, isn't it? Magic is surprisingly volatile, Grogu. Your emotions can impact how intense a spell is. Wands are sentient, and every wand forms a bond with its owner. Some can even predict the spell we need. So if magic can be uncontrollable during bouts of intense emotion, aye. Could an object be imbued with magic on accident then? Say if a wizard dying a tragic death accidentally bewitched an amulet? That is oddly specific. I've never encountered it personally, but I would say it's entirely plausible. Why are you so interested in cursed amulets? Have you found one? It's my dad. I think an amulet he's been carrying is cursed. I want to confirm, though, before I confront him about it. Oh, what? I wasn't expecting such a candid answer. I'm sorry about your dad. Thank you for the help, Callum. Always happy to help a fellow curse breaker. So that's what you are, a curse breaker. Nay, I'm just a janitor. Well, I've got a bit of business to attend to, so remember to avoid touching or getting close to cursed objects. Don't want to get yourself bewitched. It'd be a shame and a wee bit ironic for a promising curse breaker to get cursed, and good luck with your dad. Thank you. If you ever need to know more about curses, you know where to find me. In the magical maintenance department working as a janitor. Aye. Perhaps I will, Callum. And for now, I need to find my brother. I've got to tell him about the cursed amulet, especially if I want to uncurse my dad. Oh, the plot thickens. So now he's cursed. Didn't see that coming. Well, that's the end of Year 7, Chapter 49. Oh my goodness. I have so far to go. I think another 11 to go before Beyond. I want to get there so bad. Okay, well that's the end of this video here. So thank you so much for watching my video and all the videos that you guys have been watching lately. That last TLSQ I did really, really well for me. Thank you so much for watching it. Much appreciated. And I just posted a new video on the squid, the giant squid, so feel free to watch that one. And that's the end of this video. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery content. And until next time, happy tapping, because this is the way.